Okay, let's open this meeting at 6:03 on Tuesday, January 7th, 2020.
Okay.
We have our agenda review meeting minutes.
Right.
Stuck to the other paperwork. Excellent.
We're supposed to have been doing minutes for executive session too.
Out loud?
No, but I.
Yes, separate. Oh, sorry.
I put it on here and just made it. I don't know how much detail we have to put, but I just said what we did in that portion of it.
Okay. I believe we had two separate ones before. We had two separate.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
attorney executive would get those meetings.
That way,
Okay.
the executive stays private and executive, and this, if it gets pulled out, is not
Yeah.
part of it.
Gotcha.
So that would be the way moving forward then to do minutes for the executive
Okay.
session would be done on a separate sheet. But I see that you covered all that here. All looks to be in order.
These are some bills.
I don't want to pay those.
This was the one that I left. I forget. You came in the next day after the meeting.
Yeah.
So that's what the first one is. The second bill is from yesterday. We had to make some revisions to an abutters list. Stephanie had to send it out via certified mail. So she went just ran to the post office and did it. So that's the receipt.
So that's fine. Get that reimbursed for sure. Apparently we're supposed to say 2020.
Yes,
We're not
because
supposed
they
to
can
say
put
20.
any year they want in there.
Yeah, I keep seeing that too. This is quarter 3 and quarter 4. Bless you. Commitment.
And again,
Excuse me. Thank you. Oh, that's neat. Put me right over the edge. I'll pick up my.
So these commitment books you've already signed.
Yeah.
This is just for Eileen.
Yep.
It's just an overview for her and
Yep.
has Diane's stuff on it too. This is the senior work off packet.
Yep.
So it just shows, we'll do that in executive session to see who did what, or just.
Generally, anybody has a name on it, we do in executive session.
Okay, and this is the summary for the motor vehicle.
Excellent. And then we have the breakouts there in the packets?
Yeah.
Cool. So I just take a look at the numbers. Excuse me. Don't know what's going on here. Apologies. I got the boat taken care of. Is there a summary sheet for the individual business afterwards here?
Yep, so this is the.
oh, you did make
Hey!
it.
Right place. I'm not all that late, am I?
No.
And I actually stopped and got Henry legalized.
Oh, good for you. We don't
No,
want him wandering the streets illegally.
no, I was
So-
worried.
That's what I forgot to do.
Each one of these.
Because I do have a total here that matches
Oh,
with
is
this
there a
one.
second page?
Yes, there is. It matches with this one, so that's per packet for the road excise.
Yep.
Is there a summary for this one and this one as well?
Those are right here.
Thank you. That's all I was looking for. I apologize for the miscommunication on my part.
Yeah, that was very good.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, good, you sound better.
Yeah, that's what, when I was talking about on the phone recently, you
Yeah.
commented on that.
Sound much better.
That's stronger.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Good. Thank you. I see all
Yeah,
numbers.
went well,
I always like to just
considering.
confirm that they
Yeah.
match across
Oh,
the
once we get there.
summary page. All right. Good day, Sandy. Happy New Year.
And to you too.
You have a pen?
I do. I know I have one somewhere here. I have a dog license. But
Yeah. There you go.
All
There's a
right.
file for it.
I'm on it. I am on it. I will read all these carefully. Okay. Okay.
Those packets are now complete.
Do not be getting sick all over your bus stuff.
I'm gonna stay away from you. I
I'm
gotta.
going to California on Friday, and I don't wanna go there sick.
Okay, excuse me for one moment. Okay. Sandy's just catching right up.
I'm on my way.
Here wishes.
I'll get it.
Everything else is for executive session,
Okay,
when you announce.
these three here.
Oh, so, sorry, I almost skipped it again. So a couple
Yes.
months ago, you asked me
Yes.
to put this on here, and we've never discussed it.
Okay.
So 300-foot waterway buffer along rivers, you asked me to put that
Along,
on the
yes,
agenda.
along the Parker, short of on the falls side, which was disproportionately frontaged compared to any of the other waterways.
Okay,
And it dates back to a disagreement decades ago, perhaps large in part from a disagreement from decades ago between two prominent residents.
okay,
So it just needs to be addressed and corrected
okay,
and brought into keeping with what the waterway restrictions are in the rest of our community.
okay.
150 or 200,
Mhm.
whatever's in keeping. I think the state is 100 and we've got 200 on some of ours. So even just to bring it into keeping has been the request that's been made. Now what that will do is it will indeed affect some parcels that are on the upper Parker River
Mhm.
that have been unbuildable and make them buildable.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
So it affects us in that
value.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how is that happening? Is that being done through the conservation?
Well, it needs to start in one way or another. We were approached by Steve Fram he brought it to our attention
Okay,
and kind of said, I don't know how to proceed either. And so we kind of wanted just, okay, how do we start this?
right,
How do we, so if we suggest that we look at that, is that a conservation commission because it has to do with water? Is it building department for zoning rules? Is it zoning board of appeals? Is it, who planning board? Is it?
They would start with planning board, maybe. Planning board would have to change it, then go to zoning, because they make the zoning laws.
Right, so Martha and her
Yes.
team look at situations. So I guess what we need to do is probably,
The zoning.
right, so why don't we, does it make sense to maybe have some correspondence with Martha on our behalf? And say we'd like to look at the conservation restrictions and the buffer zone restrictions on the upper Parker River parcels to put them in keeping with the rest of the Parker River?
Yeah.
And see how maybe she wants to come visit us at a meeting and see what that would mean.
okay.
It kind of does have some far-reaching ramifications, because like I said, it could very well increase value of lots that have been deemed unbuildable, and also remove hardships that property owners that have had, because they had all this land, couldn't do anything. Right. Yeah, some of it has to do with septic systems too. I
Yeah.
mean, their inability to place a septic system within the right requirements
Right.
because of that. So really, like I said, I think this is, which is it's a sticky wicket and a hot potato. I don't think anybody really wants to deal with it,
Right,
but I think it's something that, in fairness, it seems like
Yeah,
we should be dealing with it.
okay,
Okay?
alright.
So thank you for putting that on.
It's been there, we
Good.
just never.
Yeah, well,
So the request from your board is to reach out to Martha and start the ball rolling with a question on how do we add this to the zoning rules, perhaps for a change for the next town meeting. And skipping backwards, guys, do I recall at one point that we had a map that kind of showed,
I think
didn't we
we
show?
only saw one property though.
Okay,
I think Steve brought it.
okay, I thought we'd ask Michelle perhaps to.
And I don't know if it was just his property or the ones near him. It's not a whole bunch of properties.
No, it's not a gazillion for sure,
Right.
Yeah.
but it does affect ones all the way from Central Street, Larkin Road, all the way up through Forest,
Right.
Central, Maine.
Yeah.
It does affect a fair amount of properties.
But I don't think we saw the whole map,
No, I don't think so either.
just his property.
And I wonder if we had actually requested Michelle to kind of, because of the overlays and what you can do with the maps, maybe working with Gerard and his team.
that's
Yeah.
where I think we
That
left off
would work.
too, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever got it done, but that probably
Yeah.
coincides with Michelle moving on.
PC and Michelle, I think.
Yeah.
And it was just before she left.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay.
All right, so I think what we needed to do is we needed to look at the impact of that on the topography and look at the basin and look at what it looked like, and I think that we talked about MVPC and Gerard and his team to see if we can get GIS to look at it, and maybe show a map that would make the difference.
Okay.
All right, so just get the ball rolling?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good.
rolling.
All right, it's rolling, and talk to me about, ladies and gentlemen, you wanna do earlier in the month, you said?
Yep.
Every month, early in the month?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about what does that look like.
February.
February,
4,
the 4th. Is that early enough a month for you?
Yeah.
I think that works for me.
I think it's
For me.
going to work for me. Maybe in Nashville the day before that, but.
We could meet in Nashville if necessary.
sure, as long as he brings us all down there, no
Well,
problem,
that's
we'll
right.
show
I
you.
thought that was saying.
If,
Do we get travel pay?
if you don't make it back for weather or whatever, what is the next week?
Next week's fine.
The 11th is fine too.
And what's that?
I think it's the
That would be 11th.
Okay.
So we're gonna say, let's schedule for the 4th.
Yeah.
And then if not, we'll use the 11th, but I don't think it's gonna be an issue.
All right, I mean, okay.
I'm in town, so.
That's done. Okay, good. All right. Now the remaining items that we have are executive session.
Yes.
All right, I move that we move to executive session and then do not reopen to the public at the end of the executive.
Okay.
Second.
Excellent, all in motion, all in favor?
Aye.